Hello, Professor Lowry. This is my live audience. Hello, everyone. Imagine this. You're packing clothes for a multiple day trip, and with how much space clothing takes up, you run out of room. You've tried arranging the items in your bag in multiple different ways, but still have yet to find a way to fit everything. What's normally a quick and straightforward process has turned into a logistical mess. This is why today I'll be showing you an efficient method for folding your clothing to help you cut down on space, one that I've been using for several years now and have found to be quite useful on several different occasions. First, I'll start with discussing how to lay out your clothing, and then second, I'll show you how to actually fold them. So, with pants, shorts, and underwear, you're going to want to have the waistband closest to you, and if it has a drawstring, you're going to want to have that facing up. For shirts and long sleeves, you're going to want to have the bottom closest to you, and I like to keep the front of my shirts facing up. Now that you have your clothing laid out, you can begin folding them. For pants, shorts, and underwear, you want to reach into the waistband. For pants, I go about 3 inches, although this will vary by clothing. And you want to reach in on both sides to turn it inside out. Once you've done this, you want to make sure it's about equal on both sides, which this is. And then after that, the second step is to fold it in half, one leg over another. The third step after this is then to start at the bottom of the leggings and roll up until you get to the end. You want to make sure to get it as tight as you can, as this will affect the size of your roll. Once you do get to the end, you should see it, the waistband that you folded over at the bottom. You want to then take this for the fourth step of rolling this over what you just rolled up. That is your pants done. For t-shirts and long sleeves, you want to reach in to the bottom of the shirt and turn it inside out like you did with the pants. The step after this is then to fold in the extremities. This can include long sleeves or hoodies if it has them. The third step after this is then to fold this article of clothing in half. Once you've done that, you can begin the fourth step, which is rolling your clothing up again. You want to make sure to get this tight, as this will affect the size of your roll again. And then once you get to the end, you'll see the bottom that you folded over. You want to wrap this over your clothing again, and then this is now your roll. Now that you have your clothing folded, you can put them into your bag. Additionally, you also now know another strategy for saving space when packing clothing. All you need to do is know what you want to fold and follow the corresponding steps for that item. Hopefully, from this demonstration, I've taught you something that will prove useful when packing for your future trips. Have fun.